saying Dave Chappelle isn't that funny.
The only person who said something was Faison Love about him being a little overrated. Now, like I said, in movies, television, Dave Chappelle is elite. Elite. But if you go watch Dave Chappelle do stand-up, it was an old man at the Improv just stood up while Dave Chappelle was on stage. And he said, Dave, are you going to crack some jokes? If I'm lying, I'm done. Yeah. D-Ray that was down there. I know D-Ray, y'all don't want no parts of this. You don't want to burn bridges with the mighty Dave Chappelle. I don't want to burn bridges with the mighty Dave Chappelle. But that, my nuts too big. I watch Dave Chappelle finna go up. I'll be like, well, shit, let me get the out of here. Because he is not about to deliver. He's about to talk to the crowd like the big homie. You know how the big homie be talking and don't nobody say nothing? Everybody just be like, yup. You right. Yup. There it is. I be like, man, this nigga been bombing for about 2 hours up there. Man. Smoking a square with a leotard on.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor, and you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
Moments ago, comedian Aries Spears responds to Corey Holcomb calling Dave Chappelle's stand-up skills mid. That's right, y'all. For those who missed what Aries had to say, moments ago he took to IG to respond to Corey Holcomb's take with a post that reads, "This is the most horrible take ever. I'm a Dave Chappelle worshiper, and Dave's track record for films is not elite. He did one movie that was considered a cult classic, Half-Baked. And outside of the Chappelle Show, which is definitely a classic, Dave's strong suit has always been stand-up. He's like the Miles Davis of the art, if not the best, one of the best. His style is smooth, highly intelligent, but at the same time rough and raw when it needs to be. He's not a one-trick pony who only talks about one thing, and his special rivals Collins and Pryor. What a horrible garbage way of a take that reeks of envy." All right, now again, that was comedian Aries Spears responding to Corey Holcomb calling Dave Chappelle's stand-up skills mid. That's right, y'all. Now, for those who may not know, just a couple of weeks ago, Dave Chappelle made an appearance on SNL. Okay, this is just one of the many clips they uploaded on their YouTube channel. And as you can see, 11 million views for the opening monologue. Okay, every time Dave Chappelle touches a stage, it doesn't even matter if it's SNL, he's known to sell out the crowd. Okay, the people are definitely thoroughly entertained, right? They're known to get their money's worth whenever you go to a Dave Chappelle show. So when I hear Corey Holcomb give his take on Dave Chappelle not being elite when it comes to stand-up, whoo, I don't know if I can agree with that. You know, I've been to several Dave Chappelle shows. I've seen Aries Spears quite a few times, as well as Corey Holcomb. And one thing I will say is that Dave Chappelle is one-on-one, right? His style of comedy is very unique, right? Very clever. And I get it. It might not be as raw, as raunchy as the, Red Foxes of the world, Bernie Mac, Robin Harris. I get that. However, to say that that man is an elite on the big stage, I can't agree with that. I'm sorry, I can't agree with that. You know what I mean? Aries Spears, he believes Corey is envious of Dave Chappelle. And listen, I'll leave that up for y'all to decide in the comment section. But, listen, when it comes to comedy, I get it. Very subjective. Everyone's style of comedy is different, right? Our taste in comedy is different. So I understand, right? But to say that Dave Chappelle is an elite when it comes to that, when it comes to stand-up, I mean, it's damn near laughable. Okay, now when it comes to Corey Holcomb, like I said, I've been to several of his shows, and I've definitely seen people get up and walk out after hearing some of the jokes told by Corey on that stage. Okay, some would say his style of comedy is very dark, okay, below the belt, depending on who gets offended at his jokes. But listen, it happens, all right? When it comes to Aries Spears, his style is different from Corey and Dave. However, he's one of the GOATs, especially when it comes to impressions and impersonations. Like I said, comedy, listen, very subjective. We have so many talented comedians with different styles. And, it's all about your perspective, right? Your preference, as they would say, when it comes to comedy. And Aries Spears, another comedian who's considered one of the GOATs. Okay, I've been to several of his shows as well. Always gets a standing ovation. listen, these are different beasts when we talk about stand-up comedians. They are different from some of the newer social media comedians. You know, it's a different beast. It's a different game, right? And for Corey Holcomb to be critical of Dave Chappelle's stand-up skills, I don't know. Like I said, I do understand that, you know, the environment does matter. Right? When it comes to fans, you spend your money, you want to get your money's worth, right? But we have to understand, comedians, it's a different era, right? This isn't the Def Comedy Jam days where we see that tape, we see that set, and we all become fans, right? You know, some of the material from that set turns into quotables. Listen, times have changed, all right? Everyone has their phones out, right? Which means, you know, comedians, they have to protect their material. Now, Dave, like I said, he's very unique when it comes to putting his material together. But again, like I said, small room matters, right? Especially when we talk about theaters and comedy clubs. At the end of the day, comedians have to work on new material. And where else to work on new material? You know what I mean? Outside of the small club. And sometimes I think that's the difference. You're not getting ready to get that full arena experience from Dave Chappelle at a small comedy club. That doesn't mean you won't get jokes. It doesn't mean you won't get your money's worth. But I do recognize that there's a difference in, you know, comedy today, whereas back then, all it took was an opportunity, one appearance, and immediately you could be launched into superstardom. Now, things have changed. Like I said, with everyone having their phones out, I get it. You even have comedians stealing jokes from other comedians. It's so many things to have to be mindful of now when stepping on that stage and doing stand-up, right? And like I said, where does comedians have a safe space? Where do the comedians have a safe space to work on new material, right? Material that hopefully the next customer that comes in, right, the next guest, or however you want to look at it, the fan who buys a ticket, how am I so certain that they haven't seen this material before? Because that's what's happening, okay? Cat Williams, prime example. A lot of his material, it gets leaked on social media. Now, if I buy a ticket, you know, it ruins the whole fan's experience because I've already heard the joke. I've heard the setup, the punchline. You know, you become predictable. So I think all of that stuff has to be taken into consideration when we're grading some of the GOATs on that stage. You know, and again, at the end of the day, you are a professional. You get paid to tell jokes and give the fans, you know what I mean, the best of the best. You got to give them their money's worth. But to say that Dave Chappelle's stand-up skills isn't elite, come on, Corey. I got to call cap on that. But again, y'all let me know, what are your thoughts on Aries Spears calling out Corey Holcomb, calling Dave Chappelle's stand-up skills mid? Do you agree or do you disagree with Corey Holcomb's take? Again, let me know your thoughts on all of this controversy down in the comment section below. But again, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is SenseiRip. Till next time, peace.
Yo, big shout out to MREC TV. This your boy Christopher Williams, and I have some exciting news for you. MREC TV will presenting Ladies Night Out. That's like Friday, January 31st. That's right, Ladies Night Out at the La Familia Soundstage in Baltimore, Maryland. This is a night you don't want to miss. It's going to be some amazing female performers, comedy, music, and your boy C-Dub will be there performing live. It's going to be an amazing event. Tickets are going fast. Like I said, January 31st, Friday, 2025, Baltimore, Maryland, La Familia Soundstage. Great words of my brother, Big Daddy Kane. Don't meet me there, beat me there. It's going to be a great night. Peace. God bless.